Hello there, my dear sweet Lemmy Puffs. This is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth. I am back again for your January 2015 Tarot Monthly Horoscope. This is for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in my lovely Lemmy Puffs Scorpio. I've had such great feedback from you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all your emails and your comments. You guys are really sweet. So you guys are sweet, all sweetness and light, basically. With an eye for good sex, basically. Oh, you guys make me laugh. You're always on the lookout for a good, a little rendezvous. So anyways, let's see what you guys get. Let's see if you got any romance happening here. I've had some comments, people commenting, saying that I've lost my magic Lemmy Puff touch as far as the romance. So let's see if we've got anything, any action happening between the sheets this month. Lambs, poor lambs. See, the thing is, I feel like you're in a cooling period right now. You're kind of in a cooling period. You don't have a lot of fire energy. You have a lot of green, cool energy. You know, normally, okay, so normally this is you, right? In the upright position. To me, this is the sexy Scorpio chick. You know, for guys, this is your sexy Scorpio girlfriend. Or this could just be a sexy girl in your life, Scorpio guys. But to me, this is the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position. And the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position is impatience. It is upsetting the apple cart, obsessed with money, an obsession with money, stealing what is not yours, and doing something when it is not yet time. Okay, so you're impatient. It's sort of like you could also be dealing with a married woman or a married man or somebody's in a relationship. You want to have sex with somebody who's taken already. Okay, and she's kind of taking the fruit, and the fruit's already attached, right? So it's sort of just like it's not really hers to take, and my feeling is that she's impatient for things to come to fruition. You know, maybe you've been waiting on something for a long time. Maybe you've been waiting for someone to break up for a long time. You know, it could be, you know, it's sort of like if she was to take this fruit and it's not right, she's going to rip it off the vine, okay? And the vine's going to break. And it's not going to be fun for the plant, okay? But it's just the action itself speaks for itself, really. It's doing something when this is not quite yet. It's not quite right. It's not quite ready. You know, taking something out of the oven when it's not quite time yet. What's crossing you is like a lot of burdens, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things that you're dealing with, a lot of things on your plate. You know, this is things that have to do with the household, you know, grocery shopping, paying bills, you know, taking care of your house, you know, taking care of your property, taking care of business, basically. And she is overburdened. So if you're a female Scorpio, I mean, you're dealing with a lot, and you're doing it probably mostly on your own. You may have a partner, but he's not doing much, okay? So if you do have a partner, he's not doing much, and he's not earning his keep, okay? So your thing is that you're giving too much, and you're not receiving enough, and you need to learn to receive, be more receptive, and accept help from others. You know, delegate your responsibilities to people in your household. If you need to, get an assistant. I always tell people to do that if they need help. Can't afford an assistant, you know, just hire somebody for a couple of hours. Give them a few things to do that you have to do that would be helpful to you. You need to relinquish some of your control. Scorpios love control. They love to control. So what you need to do is you need to be like, okay, I've got all this list of stuff I need to do. Who am I going to give it to? You know, find me somebody to give it to, and I'll give it to them. And then do that. Now, the foundation is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which is awesome. This is a really great card. This is about, it says, a woman with extraordinary gifts, a healer, a medicine woman, needing nature to treat cancer. I feel like some of you women may be going through some of you were actually in cancer treatment. You may be going through some illness. You may have some health problems. And the way to heal those health problems is through nature, is through natural tinctures, herbs, supplements. I feel like some of you really need vitamin C really badly, vitamin E really badly, B vitamins. You can also go to a naturopath and they can give you like a B vitamin shot. Every time I've ever done this, I've always felt so amazing and so calm afterwards. So I strongly recommend that for you. It's time to see a natural health practitioner, okay? An herbalist, a naturopath, a holistic doctor of some kind. There's a lot of clinics out there that are kind of like have a multifaceted approach. So maybe there's massage, there's chiropractic, there's an herbalist, there's acupuncture. Go to a place like that, like a clinic that kind of has a bunch of different doctors. That way you can kind of test things out, see what they offer, see what might work best, have a consultation, something like that. Okay, so also, it's time for some of you to get a deck of cards. It's time for you to get like a deck of tarot cards, like what I'm doing. You have natural healing abilities, so it's very soothing for others to talk to you. It's very healing for others to talk to you. So it's important that you share that in some way, because if you have this healing gift and you kind of like are a natural medicine woman, then yourself, you may be a naturopath yourself. You may be into natural healthcare yourself. You may be working natural healthcare. There's something about this natural healthcare field that's calling to my attention right now. But again, this is also somebody who has the ability to heal, and they are definitely psychic. Okay, so you need to explore that a little bit more. Get a deck of cards. Read the book, make the deck your own. Usually there's a book that comes with each deck of cards. If there isn't, then I wouldn't get that deck. I'd get a different deck. And start practicing and seeing, using your intuition and opening up your mind to, the higher spiritual levels. Now, in the recent past, this to me seems like all hell has frozen over, basically, because this is the Queen of Swords. This is the Ice Queen. This to me seems like you were hardened in some way. Okay, like you're a water sign, so I see this in Cancer sometimes too, where your emotions and your I guess your feelings about things and your overall persona, attitude, everything has turned to like ice, okay? You've become very cold, okay? Or you were very cold. Or it's possible that you even moved to a place that's very, very cold. But this is someone who wants to be treated right, deserves to be treated right, won't settle for less. Others that have hurt you. You've been hurt in the past. So emotionally, you've frozen over. You need to do things that help you heal from that and help you melt. And the things that help you melt is romance, is animals, is nature, is being in a warm climate, is getting more sunshine. It's doing things that you love to do. This is a person who it's not going to do well. She's not going to do well, where she's working all the time. Okay. She's not going to do well. She's not going to be happy where she's just like a bachelorette. Because you'll stay, and for me, she is like looking at this reading, okay? So she is like, she's staring down her nose, at this reading, and she's going, breathing this very cold air onto this reading, and I feel like you need to do something to warm your heart. Okay, you need to do things that warm your heart. And so it's kind of like the frost has settled on my cards now, which I don't appreciate. But but you definitely need to work on that. Okay, let me see what Critter says about this. Okay, so the Fairy Queen appears to be, the Ice Queen appears to be evil, but she's not. She appears to know what she's doing, but she doesn't. And she just wants to be loved. So those were the 3 messages that Critter gave me. I'm not sure if that, you connect well with those, but that's what's happening. What's crowning you is you're going too fast, you're speeding through life, you're not paying attention to the signs, you're not getting distracted, but then you're also not having the opportunity to learn the lesson. You're not giving yourself an opportunity to see what's around you, to learn any lessons that might pop up. So it's sort of like the universe sends in a lesson for you, okay? It's like signed, sealed, and delivered to you that you're supposed to learn about, I don't know, so-and-so on such and such a date. But you're moving so fast and you're cruising so, obliviously to everything else and you don't want to get distracted. I mean, Scorpios become obsessive when it comes to goals. And they become obsessive when it comes to like achieving their dreams. And so they need to really slow down and like detach. Like I feel like you need to detach from work. Like Scorpio, like you're overly focused on your goals, overly focused on work. That's really coming to me. Because, okay, so then you don't get the lesson. You don't get the opportunity to do the lesson. So guess what? The universe is just going to keep sending you that same lesson. So basically you're in a circle. And you know what's interesting? I never noticed this before. But this worm creature thing is going around in a circle. He doesn't know it. But this creator is going to go around the same circle. So it's sort of like you're in a holding pattern right now. You're in a pattern. You're in a cycle where you're just not following the signs and you're not allowing yourself to learn anything. You're just kind of like trying to control everything and you're trying to just like, everything's on lockdown, You need to kind of just open up and the outcome is this is exactly it. You got the 4 of Pentacles here and this is all about you need to open up. You need to become less the miser, less worried about money, less obsessed with your finances, less like, you don't want to have anything to do with insurance companies or defense attorneys, and you don't want to be greedy. You just want to open yourself up. You're a lotus blossom every single day, blossoming into the world, okay? And every single day, you want to be open to the possibilities of life, open to what it has to offer you. If you're going so fast and you're not paying attention, you're not going to be open to this. And the outcome is you're going to be closed. And I don't like that outcome for you because then you won't be able to receive. And Scorpios love to receive. So it's interesting because you've got your attitude, which is all about money. And then you've got the miser card, which is the outcome. So as much as you want this, you being the miser isn't going to allow it to happen. It just won't. I feel like you've become fixated on this money, and work, and you're not able to receive the actual abundance from the universe. The universe wants to give you because you haven't passed the test, because you're going around in cycle trying to achieve this, you know, these goals and have money. And the funny thing is what's right around the corner is sitting on top of the world, is being empowered, is having a lot of real estate and properties and a lot of accumulation of wealth. So for you, I feel like your goal, you know, is sitting on top of the world. You're going to sit on top of the world, and then in the end, you're going to be the miser and you're going to hoard it. And that's not good for you. As much as you want that, as much as that's the destination and you know that that's the destination, you're not paying attention to the journey. And because you're not paying attention to the journey, the universe is kind of come in and wreak some havoc on your life. And I don't want that to happen for you. You know, what's coming in from the outside is you're not wanting to leave the house. You're resistant to taking action. You need music in your life desperately. You need to kind of go after. You need to go for things. You're going for it here. Career-wise, you're going for it, you know. And you are going to achieve a lot in your career. But you are missing it. You're missing the point. You know, life is not work. Life is not about achieving, and then you die. You know, if life was about achieving, and then you die, everybody would get to the top, right? Everybody would have the corner office. Everybody would be a millionaire. That's not how it is. It's just not. Life is not about achieving. People lose their jobs every day. People go through corporate downsizing every single day. People, you know, change careers. People go back to school. People decide, you know what? Fuck this money. I don't need this. Give it all away every day. People do crazy things like that every day. And it's not so crazy. It's just what they choose to do. And so that's why not everybody's in the corner office, because I think people know that, or everybody's on their own, has their own growth and whatever that they're trying to do and learn. But what I'm trying to say is, if it was about achieving, we'd all be there. But it's not. It's not about being there. It's not about sitting at the top. It's not about sitting at the top of the world. Even though it's good that you're empowered, and I feel really good that you're getting this card because you are empowered. And I am like 100% all about empowerment, especially females, but you guys too, guys as well. You know, but then you have this interesting resistance coming in. You're resistant to making changes. You're resistant to doing things. You're resistant to leaving the house. You're resistant to living your life. You just want power, money, the end. That's your life. You want power and you want money and control, and that's it. And there's not really much room for anything else. And unfortunately, eventually, there will not be room in your life for even money, because the universe will come in and say, you know what? You've had this money for quite some time and you haven't done anything good with it. So guess what? We're going to give it to somebody who really will, and they're going to take it away. And that's kind of how it works, because it doesn't make sense for your life to be all about achieving. We've been taught by our parents to go out and achieve, because our parents don't want us to starve on the street and be homeless. We've been taught that it's important to work hard and get a job and go to school and blah, blah, blah for our entire lives. But life is not about this achieving factor. It's not. You know, people compare each other, especially Scorpios have a thing about success. Everybody's definition of success is completely different. You know, I actually, when I was in college, I had a gallery show. I had 2 gallery shows. And those gallery shows, sorry, I have to plug my computer in here before I dive. Those 2 gallery shows, for me, were the highlights of what I feel as being a success. That's me being successful, because I had dreamt about having a gallery opening for so long with my paintings and my work that finally when I did, I felt like amazing. And I think I was 22 years old, and I felt like I was on the top of the world. And, you know, I'm 32. Did my life stop because I achieved that? No, it doesn't mean that, you know, I'm not successful because I haven't done anything since then, or no, it doesn't mean any of that. That's insignificant, because I felt that I was successful in what I was doing at that moment. That was success for me. Success for others is different. Success for everybody is different. But I feel like you're really driven to succeed, and I feel like you don't even really recognize what success actually is for you. You're kind of going off of what success is for other people. Like maybe you think, being successful is, having $1 million, or being successful is having just even a lot of money, being free to do whatever you want, but sort of like, that kind of utopian idea of, having a 3-car garage and having a nice bank account and having a nice wife and having a swimming pool and all that. That's very Hollywood, But I mean, as everybody knows, the shit happens in Hollywood as well. It's not like, their lives suddenly stop because they have money and they have a beautiful house. It doesn't work that way. And there's a lot of responsibility that comes along with having this kind of wealth, okay, and achieving this kind of wealth. And my suggestion for you is, once you get to the top and you do achieve wealth, it is your responsibility to do the right thing with it, and to do what others would do in your situation, which is give back to others, or at least be giving. But I feel like you're going, well, yeah, but I earned it. It's my money. I can do what I want with it, right? And that is your choice. That is your choice. That is what you've decided. But the universe just won't give you more. It'll be like you've gotten to that point, and then it'll be a downhill thing. That's what I'm saying. If you want more than that, if you want real abundance, then you're going to have to open yourself up to what real abundance actually is. Because real abundance is not all that stuff. And you won't be open to real abundance, so all you'll have is money. You might not have anybody to share it with. You might be the loneliest person on the planet, and you might be feeling just very greedy. That's it. So, I've been going on along with this. I'm seeing like a pattern here, so I kind of went on about this. In the position of emotions, you are moving away from troubled times, troubled waters. You're going to have peace of mind. Emotionally, this is a good place for you guys to be. Do I see a romance happening right now for you guys? No, because I feel like you're really focused on your career and you're focused on money. Let's see if there's any final messages. And the 3 final messages are the Temperance card, which is harmony and balance. It can be, on some days, it can be anger, and some days it can be sadness. Spending a lot of time alone. I feel like you've needed a lot of quiet time. You need time to kind of, I feel like somebody hurt you. Somebody hurt you in a relationship, and you're trying to still get over that. I feel like you're not quite over it. And the relationship you were in a relationship with someone who had some problems. This is the devil here. This is someone you gave your heart to unwittingly, and you shouldn't have given him your heart. Because he took it, and he squashed it. Which was not good for you. And then you got the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, which is a dark cloud hanging over your happiness because you're working too much and there's not enough playtime. Restriction, rules, and suffocation. So Going back to the working too much thing again. I feel like that's really what's going on here. I was kind of hoping for the Lover's card for you guys this month, but I feel like your focus is to slow down, be patient, wait for the right time, wait for the things to come, wait for some things to come in. Get out of the house, go for a run, take some action. Don't be resistant to change. Just go with the flow. That's your challenge, to go with the flow, and be open. Be open to possibilities. Be open to love. Be open to romance. Be open to sharing and giving and life. Because I feel like Scorpios have a tough time in life sometimes because they are not open. They want it to be done their way. They want it to be done a certain way, and if it doesn't happen that way, then they get pissed off. And, it's just not the way life goes. Let me see if Critter has anything else to say. For some reason, the gift giving is important. I'm not sure why that's coming through. It says it's important to, Critter says it's important to give people gifts. I'm not sure what you gave people over the holiday. I'm not sure, if you did a lot of gift, exchanges. But I feel like there are people, even if you sent somebody flowers or chocolate or something kind of romantic or sweet, that would be nice. That would be a nice gift. Think about what you could give to others and give somebody a gift. It's almost the equivalent, I think Critter is talking about, doing kind of random acts of kindness. Things that are nice, like paying things forward. So you go to the Starbucks and be like, you know what, I'm going to pay on that guy's coffee. Here's a $50 bill and pay it forward for a whole bunch of people. And you might actually really feel really good about that. That's just my suggestion. That's my 2 cents. So that's all that I'm getting, but I wish you guys the best. I will be back again for my mid-January readings. Stay tuned for those. I have a whole bunch of other things that are kind of in the works right now, so stay tuned. I know you guys are, very patient with me, and I appreciate that. And again, have a wonderful new year. May it be a very magical new year for you. And I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Big hugs. Big kisses. Take care.